Happy Pride, you guys! Happy Pride! I wanted to wait until 6/9 to post this because today's the month of love. Yes! And I thought, what better to celebrate the month of love than to show you my statistical project that I did using statistical analysis for my statistical class. And I do have a nefarious agenda by doing my presentation for you all, because when I had to do my presentation for my class, mind you, our teacher said to be creative, and I kid you not, mine was the most creative in the class. She said don't do like lab report analysis or something like that. She was like, be creative. So I was like, you gotta teach. And when it came time to do my presentation, we had to all present in a class, in a circle, excuse me. And nobody came to my station, except for one kid who was running out of time because we had to do reports on everybody's thing. Anyways, and then when the teacher came to mine to ask me some questions, she just said, so what was your motivation for your project? And I told her, and she said, and then she walked away. And then she spent 15 minutes per other student and roughly, let's count, 10 seconds on mine. So I want to validate myself because I'm mad, but also happy Pride. So let's begin. Wait. So this is my project. We have to print it out on printer paper. Yes. So if you can read, it says social media fame in Drag Race, the role of experience and all-stars. Yes. So I would just like to acknowledge the visual gayness of the project. So to begin, I would like to emphasize the font used, which is the Brat font, yes, gay, and the narrow Arial font. And I also want to acknowledge the secondary gayness of the project, which is the wicked colors, the use of pink, a nice light hot pink, and a brat green, which I use the hex codes for because I'm thorough. And so we have the regular gay font, and then we have the lesbian version of gay as well in the colors. I will be brief in my summary for my project because I know how tedious these things can be. So to begin, my motivation. My motivation is that the project is motivated by a personal interest in the show Drag Race, and the broader cultural impact of drag queens leveraging online platforms, keyword online, for visibility and career sustainability. Yes. Okay, so research questions. Question 1. Does the number of years a drag queen has been performing relate to their Instagram follower count? Research question 2. Does returning to compete on All Stars influence Drag Race All Stars? This is all the US version, by the way. Does returning to compete on All Stars influence a drag queen's Instagram follower count? Now, I chose to use Instagram because most people had Instagram, and Twitter. I was afraid of that, so yes. So, moving on to methods. Okay. Data collection. My sampling units was a population of 214 drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race seasons 1 through 16, excluding season 17 due to eligibility constraints for All Stars. 100 was my total sample size, and they were randomly selected using a wheel spinner. Sorry, that was rude. Measures of variables. Response variable. The Instagram follower. Okay, let's do the key. The key. This hurts. Let's do the key variables. Median 320,000. Yes, and 500 was the median amount of Instagram followers, with an IQR of 573,250. Yes, and due to a heavy right skew, the variable was log transformed before analysis. Yes, and then that was my response variable, and my numeric explanatory variable was the years of drag experience, the median being 10. Wow. IQR is 7.5, and this was in years. Again, actually, no, not again. Categorical explanatory variable was my All-Stars participation, yes or no, and this was recorded as yes if the queen returned to compete on Drag Race, and no if otherwise. So my analysis method was a general linear model, or a GLM for statistics people. And I used RStudio to test the relationship between the follower count, again log transformed due to right skewness, and both explanatory variables. Oh, yes. So, let's see. Can you see that? Let's move. This was my multivariate. Okay. This is where I think the gayness really stands out. So, linearity and equal variance. Normality, very right skewed, even with the log transformation, but who cares? Random and independent sample. Yes, they were random and independent because I used the entire population. Okay. So my results, let's see. My model degrees of freedom was 97. My R squared, again adjusted due to long transformation, was 0.091. So my summary is my model for the log transformed Instagram follower counts. Oh, excuse me. All Stars participation increased followers. Hear this. Hear this. All Star. Hear this. Are you hearing it? Okay. Are you? Yes. Okay. All Stars participation increased followers by 4 times, while years of experience showed no significant effect. Again, All Stars participation increased followers by 4 times, while years of experience showed no significant effect. The p-value for the All Stars participation increasing the followers was less than 0, or almost, yeah, p is less than literally 0. While years of experience showed no significant effect, p equals 0.9. The model explains 9.1 of variation in follower counts, with the adjusted R squared value of 0.091. Indicating most differences in popularity are explained by factors beyond All Stars participation. Moving on to the discussion. The analysis examined whether years of drag experience and participation in All Stars were associated with Instagram follower counts, again log transformed. Years of experience as a drag queen indicated no significant relationship with Instagram follower count after adjusting for All Stars participation, holding participation constant. All Stars participation was significant, had a significantly positive effect. Queens who competed on All Stars are predicted to have about 4 times more followers than those who did not, holding experience constant. Some limitations include only using US Drag Race contestants, meaning that international queens may have different follower dynamics, and the data, I don't expect it to alter too much for other drag queens from other countries, but maybe just a little bit of a difference. Only Instagram follower counts were analyzed, no engagement metrics like liking or reposting. Let's see. There was a slight departure from normality, but because of the large sample size, this reduces concerns about biases and errors. Broader implications. So, the broader implication is that reality TV spin-offs like All Stars amplify drag queens' social media reach, which can enhance their career opportunities. Furthermore, this study highlights the powerful influence of television exposure on building an online following. Thank you.